Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started, and off we go on EA Sports.
Okay, right?
Throwing first play is Ritter. And complete to Drake London.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
A man from nearby Tucson who was a prep standout here in Arizona. It's Bijan Robinson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Second and 10. Ritter to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
Still going inside the 20.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Look at this defense.
Well, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. What a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing your run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. First carry for James Conner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Murray now running right on the option.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He's going to field this at the 4.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some...
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to link up with Bijan Robinson there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 4. Ritter back to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Buying time to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Murray going to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Cardinals at 3-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some...
There he goes, left side.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
7-7, our score after one. Now 2nd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. Man open left side is Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working from the gun, Ritter. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Ritter off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some of those windows in terms of football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Coup for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Cardinals 7. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, Number. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On first and 10 is Connor. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. He's into space past the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And Murray going to keep this himself on the draw. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Second down and 6 now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now this time, Murray to throw it.
Touchdown!
the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller. 62 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Murray now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Murray changing the play. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Let's go. Come on. Like a steamroller, baby. Come on, offense. I want to see some points at the end of this drive. That time is done, fellas.
Play fake. Murray.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And he's got it inside the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
There's the stiff arm. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Robinson.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal.
Robinson.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Falcons will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in there on the final play of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get it out of that zone. Got their defense round.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Come on, ref. Get your eyes checked. Get your eyes checked. Are we watching the same game, ref?
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Let's get juice. Let's control the trenches. Let's control the trenches.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons.
Field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That one deep for London. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London. 51 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep the ball moving down the field, though. Keep it rolling. Right here, right now.
Murray now.
Complete.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And just shutting him off there. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Cardinals 14. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
To throw is Murray.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he is going to lose yardage here. A big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down, 18 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Bring it back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Murray.
This to the outside for Mack.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Murray now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Murray looking to change the play here.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They begin the drive with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ritter with it after the play fake. That's caught left side, and the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.